Hey guys, happy Monday. It's Miss Elder and Miss Elswick, and we are just going to get started with our Zoom lesson for today. Hopefully you guys will jump on and watch the recording and do the activities and meet us back here on Wednesday. So today what I'm going to do is read Full is Your Bucket for Kids. This is written by Tom Rath and Mary Reckmeyer, illustrated by Maury J. Manning. And we've talked about in our classrooms about filling buckets, so we all know how to do that. This is just a good little review. So please watch, and then after we read it, we will do some activities. Felix was putting one of the last blocks on his tower when his little sister came in. "I want to build with you," she said. Felix scowled. "Go away, you're too little." "I'm big." "Stay back. You'll knock it over." "I can be very careful. Go play with your baby toys, Anne." "Grandpa." Grandpa shook his head. "Felix, you just dipped from your sister's bucket. Like everyone else, Anna has an invisible bucket. When it's empty, she feels bad, but when it's full, she feels great. Didn't you ever notice your own bucket?" Invisible bucket? Sometimes Felix couldn't quite tell when his grandfather was joking. But the next morning when Felix woke up, there it was, a small gray bucket floating above his head. When Felix came, his mom was in a hurry. "I've got a meeting this morning and it's almost time to go. Anna, sit still." Felix slipped and choco wheats scattered across the floor. "Felix," yelled his mom, "you should have used the stool to reach that." Felix could feel his bucket tip and drips spill out. Drip, drip. Ha ha. Anna laughed as she crunched the cereal with her shoe. Drip. "Get the broom and clean that up before you miss the bus," scolded Mom. With the school bus honking, Felix quickly swept up the chocolate wheats and grabbed the last blueberry muffin. But before he could even take one bite, Buster jumped up and grabbed the muffin from his hand. Drip. "Hey, look at Felix's new backpack. My baby brother has one just like it." Drip. Psst, Felix. Psst. Drip. "Watch out, shrimp." Drip. It was still morning and Felix's bucket felt almost empty. As he watched the classmates walk into the room, he secretly hoped they would trip and fall. That's what it feels like when you have an empty bucket. Felix slumped into a seat and waited for something else bad to happen. Mrs. Bumble slowed to his desk and handed him a paper. He could hardly bear to look. "Felix, you wrote a wonderful story. Would you please share it with the class?" Felix grinned and felt a big drop land right in his bucket. Drop, drop, plop, plink, drop. "The Gigantosaurus Who Wanted a Pet" by me, Felix. The class grew quiet. They laughed at all the right places and oohed at the scary parts. When Felix finally read the end, everyone clapped. Even Emily, who sat next to him and didn't usually like dinosaurs. Felix felt a whole shower of drops land in his bucket. Maybe the day wouldn't be so bad after all. Drop. Team captains today are Veronica and Felix. Drop. Nice cow. It's a dog. Well, nice colors there, Felix. Cool laser ant backpack, Felix. There's another drop. By afternoon, Felix's bucket was nearly full. At recess, when he looked around, Felix suddenly realized that his grandpa was right. Everyone else had a bucket too. Drop, drop. Let me help you. Here's your baseball. Catch. Thanks, dude. There's another drop, and there's a drop for him. Hi, I'm Felix. First day? Yes, I'm Amir. Drop, drop. The strange thing was that for every drop he helped put in someone else's bucket, he felt another drop in his own bucket. When Felix burst in the door after school, he shouted, "You were right, Grandpa. I do have a bucket and I understand how it works." Then he saw Anna's torn dog. "Bad dog," he almost scolded. But then he thought, dogs might have invisible buckets too. "Your dog will be okay, Anna," said Felix. "Mom will fix her." "Until then, do you want to help me build the tallest building in the world with my blocks?" And so they did. The end. I hope you guys are bucket fillers too, especially during this time of quarantine when we're all stuck at home. I know I'm getting grouchy with kids. How about you, Miss Elder?
Yes,
Isn't it getting hard to be nice?
it is. It gets harder every day, guys.
Yes, so make sure you're all bucket fillers and you're saying nice things to your siblings, your parents, your grandparents, and all those people that are stuck at home with you. So today for this book, we are going, I hope you can see this, but we're going to talk about cause and effect. We've talked about that in first grade, so it's nothing new, but we're going to do a review. Of course, cause and effect, the cause is the event, and the effect is what happened or the reaction. So I'll hold this up, I'll read it to you. I would have you to fill this in, but I'll just go ahead and review with you, and then we have a couple more activities for you to do. So when Felix wouldn't play with Anna, what was the effect? What was the reaction? Anna knocked over Felix's block tower. That's what happened when Felix wouldn't play with Anna. What about Felix spilled the Choco Wheaties? I guess that's how you say it, Choco Wheaties. What happened? Mom scolded him. That means that she criticized him and she got onto him. And I know all of us at one point has been criticized or scolded by someone, and it doesn't feel good. It dips from our bucket. So what about Mrs. Bumblenickel? Said Felix did a good job on his paper. What was Felix's reaction? His bucket started to what? Fill up. And this one, the more Felix helped others, the fuller his bucket got. So I want you guys all to remember that. The more that you help others and you compliment others, say nice things, the more full your bucket will be too. And then Felix offered to build a block tower with Anna, and then Anna's bucket filled up. You're right. So that's a cause and effect lesson. So everything we do has some type of effect, okay? Think about things that happen at your home that is an event that happens or something that, why the cause of something, and then think about the reactions that happen afterward. So after this, guys, since we reviewed this, I want you to, on a piece of paper at home, I would like for you to think about bucket fillers. Okay? You can get a piece of paper, divide it, you can do a T-chart. This is the bucket filler side. This is the bucket dippers. I want you to write adjectives that describe bucket fillers and bucket dippers. Now, adjectives are words that are describing words, okay? They are used to modify nouns and pronouns. So I'll hold this up for just a minute. You can look at it. You can always go and look at it if you miss something. But make sure that you're writing down adjectives that are which are describing words to write about bucket fillers and bucket dippers. So that's one activity you can work on, okay? And then if you wouldn't mind, we would love for you to do a writing activity. Now, you don't have a bucket on your paper at home, which is totally fine. You could draw one if you want. But I want you to write about how when your bucket is full when. So this would be your topic sentence. That's the way you want to start your story. You don't have to write this part. You can just, or I'm sorry, you do have to write this part because you don't have this paper. So my bucket is full when, and give us some ways that your bucket is full. What happens? So think about some causes and effects. Okay? So think about when this happens, this is my reaction. Write a little story about it. And if you would really like to make your teachers happy, then you can already talk about some things you will do to be a bucket filler next year when school is back in session. And then you could take it to your classroom teacher next year. Okay, and it won't be us. We're so sad about that. We wish it would be. But unfortunately, you will be going to second grade, you'll have new teachers. So if you want to do all of these activities, this would be perfect for you to do. And this one will say, this school year, I will be a bucket filler by, you could draw a picture about it too. All right, guys, I can't wait to see everything that you do for bucket filling on Wednesday. I'm going to turn it over to Miss Elder now.
All right, guys. So for me, I'm going to be short and sweet today. And I'm just going to show you what it is that I would like for you guys to do. This might look familiar to a lot of you because we've done these in class, or at least we have in my class. This is the performance task that you have in your math workbooks at school. Okay, so we're going to finish up talking about graphing today. And then in the next couple of weeks, we're going to go back and talk about adding and subtracting. So the first thing on this, it says that Jade is having a class picnic. And the first part says, Jade asked the students in her class their favorite picnic food. Write the totals for each item. So you'll need to go in and you'll write how many had a cheeseburger, how many ate a hot dog, and how many ate a hamburger. Then the first question says, how many more students like cheeseburgers than hamburgers? So you have to look back in your chart to figure out how many more students liked cheeseburgers than hamburgers, and then write it down. And then on the back, it says, after lunch, Jade counted leftover juice boxes. How many juice boxes did Jade count? So you would have to add up all of these in your chart to find the answer to this question. And then the last part, for dessert, the class had ice cream. And there's vanilla ice cream, strawberry ice cream, and chocolate ice cream. How many people did not choose chocolate? So to find the answer to that, you would have to add up the number of vanilla and the number of strawberry. And that will tell you how many people did not choose chocolate. Okay? That's very easy, guys. Shouldn't take you but just a couple of minutes. Okay? And before we go, we have one last thing that we would like to talk to you about. And this is for kids and parents. So the first thing that we would like to remind you guys of is that every Monday, our lesson is uploaded to the YouTube Stratton page, which if you're watching this, you'll know that it's on the YouTube page. On Wednesdays, we're going to go live on Zoom to go over what you did on Monday. Okay, so for this Wednesday, we have to go on at 11:30 instead of 12. Okay, so remember that. 11:30 this Wednesday to review the assignments that you completed. I've put in the meeting ID and password again, just in case you have misplaced that or you have forgotten. Okay. And then Fridays. Fridays are fun Fridays. So every Friday, we're going to have something fun to do, like scavenger hunts or a show and tell, or I sent a crack the code out to my kids for Easter, those types of things. So we will send out anything that you need for that at least one day in advance. Okay? So that you'll have plenty of time to get it done. Okay? And the last thing that we want to tell you is we only have 5 weeks left. So hang in there, guys. It's going to be over before you know it.
Yeah. Don't stress out about it, guys. Just try to jump on and watch the video. Do the work. You don't have to do it all if you can't. That's fine, but at least jump in and participate.
Exactly.
Shoot, guys, we want to see you and we just want the best for you. So try to jump on Wednesday and check out our lesson, or actually try to jump on before that and then join Wednesday to review the lesson. And hopefully we'll see you then.
All right, guys. We'll see you on Wednesday.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye, guys.